Welcome to Mimi Kitten. This channel is about one orange tabby cat named MooMoon, but in a way, it is also about something much bigger than that. Why certain cats become attached to one specific person in the house. Why overstimulation during petting sometimes leads to gentle biting. Why some cats knock objects off tables even when they appear perfectly capable of not doing that. A lot of cat behavior that seems mysterious actually has explanations behind it. Not always dramatic explanations, sometimes very simple ones: instinct, comfort, trust, stress, curiosity, routine. Cats are deeply routine based animals. More than many people realize, even small disruptions can affect them. Feeding schedules changing suddenly, loud environments, constant interruptions during rest, new smells entering the house, long periods without stimulation. Even tension between people in a home can influence a cat's behavior. And because cats evolved both as predators and prey animals, they are naturally observant almost all the time. That combination creates behaviors that can seem unusual from a human perspective. Cats want security, but they also want control over their environment. They seek comfort, but they remain alert. They form emotional attachments, but they express those attachments differently than humans expect. MooMoon has taught us a lot about that over the years. He has been present through quiet evenings, stressful days, ordinary routines, happy moments, and long nights where the house felt completely silent except for the sound of him moving somewhere nearby. Sometimes he sits beside us without asking for attention. Sometimes he disappears for hours and then suddenly appears again as though he has been supervising everything from a distance. And if you own a cat, you already know how naturally they become part of daily life. You stop thinking about it after a while. You simply expect them to be there. Then one day you realize the sound of their footsteps, their sleeping routine, or even the location where they usually sit has quietly become part of your own routine too. That connection builds slowly, almost invisibly, which is one reason people often underestimate how emotionally important cats become over time. For us, MooMoon is not content. He is family. This channel is simply our way of documenting life with him, while also helping other cat owners better understand the animals they share their homes with. And there is still so much people do not know about cats. Many owners never learn what different tail positions actually mean, or why cats sometimes stare at people from across the room without moving, or why certain cats prefer sleeping against human bodies while others prefer nearby spaces where they can still observe safely. A lot of people also misunderstand stress signals in cats. Sometimes stress looks obvious: hiding constantly, aggression, refusing food. But sometimes it appears in quieter ways: changes in grooming habits, sleeping in unusual places, increased vocalization, reduced play, sudden clinginess, avoiding rooms they previously liked. Cats are subtle animals, which means understanding them often requires patience and observation more than anything else. That is another reason MooMoon continues to surprise us after all these years. Even now, after 7 years together, we still notice new habits, new routines, new reactions, small personality traits we somehow missed before. That is part of what makes living with cats so interesting. You never completely figure them out. There is always something new to notice if you slow down enough to pay attention, and that is exactly the kind of atmosphere we want this channel to have: calm, thoughtful, curious. A place where people who genuinely love cats can learn more about them through real experiences instead of exaggerated internet myths. Through MooMoon's daily life, we will explore the things many cat parents wonder about quietly, but rarely ask out loud. How cats choose favorite people, why they sometimes avoid direct eye contact, why they suddenly become active late at night, why certain sounds immediately grab their attention. It is about the quiet relationship people slowly build with cats over time, the routines that form without anyone really noticing, the habits, The little signals, the strange moments that seem random at first until you start paying closer attention. MooMoon is 7 years old now. He has been with us since he was a tiny kitten, small enough to fit into one hand. Back then, everything seemed interesting to him. Every sound, every shadow, every object on the floor. He would run into walls at full speed, steal socks from random corners of the house, disappear for 20 minutes, then casually walk back out like nothing had happened. And somehow, over the years, he quietly became part of everything. Part of the routine in the morning, part of the silence at night, part of the feeling of home itself. If you live with a cat, you probably understand that without needing it explained. Cats rarely behave the way people expect pets to behave. They are affectionate, but usually on their own terms, curious, but cautious at the same time. Some days they follow you from room to room as if they cannot stand being apart from you. Other days they sit 3 feet away and act as though they have never met you before in their lives. Then there are those moments every cat owner recognizes. A cat staring at an empty corner for no clear reason, running through the house in the middle of the night at impossible speed, sitting silently beside you during difficult moments without making a sound. Most people laugh at these things, and honestly, sometimes they are funny. But what makes cats fascinating is that their behavior is almost never random. That is really the reason this channel exists. Mimi Kitten is not only about showing MooMoon's life, it is about using his experiences, habits, routines, and reactions to better understand how cats experience the world around them. Not only the cute side of cats, not only funny clips, not only the internet version of cats people usually see. We want this channel to slowly explore the deeper side of living with cats, the side most owners never really learn about, even after years of sharing a home with one, because cats are often misunderstood animals. A lot of people assume cats are emotionally distant, simple, or independent to the point that they do not really care about human interaction. But when you spend enough time observing them carefully, that picture starts to change. Cats communicate constantly, sometimes through movement, sometimes through routine, sometimes through tiny behavioral shifts that are easy to miss if nobody ever teaches you to look for them. They notice small environmental changes immediately. A new sound, a different scent, furniture moved slightly out of place, a shift in somebody's mood, even changes in daily timing. They build trust slowly, sometimes over months, sometimes over years. And once that trust exists, their behavior becomes incredibly layered. People often think cats are unreadable because cats do not communicate the same way dogs do, but cats are actually expressing themselves all the time. The problem is that humans often misunderstand the signals. Sometimes owners accidentally stress their cats every day without realizing it, not because they do not care, usually because nobody ever explained how subtle cats can be. A cat avoiding eye contact, sleeping in different locations, grooming more than usual, hiding more often, becoming unusually clingy, refusing certain spaces in the house. These things can mean something, and small patterns matter with cats. That is part of what we want to explore through MooMoon. You will experience everything through his daily life, his routines, his habits, his reactions, his favorite sleeping spots, his mood changes, his strange orange tabby decisions that still confuse us after 7 years. Because orange cats really do seem to have their own kind of energy. Some videos on this channel will be calm and educational. Some will focus on specific cat behaviors most people misunderstand. Some will probably feel emotional in quiet ways, because anybody who has shared years with a cat understands how deeply attached people become to them over time. And yes, some moments will simply be funny. Cats have a way of creating chaos in complete silence. One moment, everything is peaceful. The next moment, you hear something fall in another room, and somehow your cat is sitting there pretending to know nothing about it. But underneath all of that, every video on this channel has the same goal: to help people understand their cats better, because once you start paying attention to how cats communicate, you begin noticing things that were always there. Why a cat slowly blinks at someone they trust. Why they suddenly sit beside you during stressful moments. Why some cats sleep near your feet while others sleep near your head or chest. Why they follow people into bathrooms, how indoor cats experience territory, how trust develops over time, why some cats become extremely attached while others remain more distant, and how years of living with humans slowly shape cat behavior in ways most people never notice. Some videos may simply feel relaxing. Others may completely change how you look at your own cat afterward. Because once you begin understanding cat behavior more clearly, many things that once seemed random start making sense. And MooMoon will guide us through all of it in his own quiet way. You will see his routines, his reactions, his habits, his daily decisions, his favorite places in the house, his strange orange cat logic that still catches us off guard sometimes. Even after all these years, he still surprises us. Honestly, that may be one of the best things about cats. They always leave a little part of themselves unexplained. So if you love cats, if you want to better understand the animal quietly sharing your home, or if you simply enjoy calm and thoughtful videos about the strange world cats live in, then welcome to Mimi Kitten. We are glad you are here, and MooMoon probably is too, unless he is asleep somewhere right now, which realistically is very possible. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.